9:25.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to Music and Mayhem. And of course, where is Thing, you ask? There's Thing. Where is OG, you ask?
Okay, okay. Let me come and look. Let me look in the camera this time. Hi, guys.
Okay, and let's see, where is
Man.
Skyler Ray, you ask?
Woo!
Bam!
Bam.
Woo!
Skyler Ray is in the house.
Yeah.
What's up, brother?
What up, my guy? How are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. Yeah, after our antics of creating this lovely partnership and crossing the T's, dotting the I's, it's official. People can't get rid
Absolutely.
of us now, man.
Absolutely. I agree.
Oh, but man, how
Let's
you
go.
been?
I've been good, man. I've been good. Just keeping busy. Tour's been insane. Tour's
Oh
been
man,
fun. Tour's been fun. We had a bunch of shows back to back, lots of driving. And then we had a couple of days off, so you'd think we would enjoy it, but instead we hopped on somebody else's tour for a couple of days and here we are.
I know. I tell
Um
you, we've been watching your updates and stuff after your shows, and it's just like from day to day, just watching this stuff and then seeing the people you're interacting with, man. It's just like seeing it and reading it. It's like I told OG, I go, fuck, I'm getting tired, man. Just watching it, and there you guys are just kicking ass, man. It's you guys are doing
mhm.
a great job.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we have a lot of fun with it, man. We have a lot of fun. We get a chance to meet a lot of people, lots of traveling, things like that. Definitely worth it, you
Yeah.
know.
So
Absolutely.
so here you let's back up a little bit. So you
Uh-huh.
had your tour is going crazy. I mean, all the stuff you're doing with you and Kayla, of course, and here you guys get a little downtime to chill. And instead of doing that, who'd you jump on? What'd you do?
So it's funny because we have so my dad one of my dad's favorite groups is called the Good Old Boys, right? They're like country rap. He calls it his outlaw music. Things like that, right? And so he's been telling me about them for like 3 years. And for the last like first like year and a half, I was like, all right, pops, whatever. And then on top of that, for like the last year, I've been kind of listening. There's this other group they work with that's like as other top group called the Moonshine Bandits. And so you know them?
I was saying, man, both of them, because
Okay.
when you said it's like country rap, because that's almost like with uh, Sosa or not so shit. Damn it, Up Church
Okay,
and
yeah. All of them, all of them. So
yeah,
that type of
yeah.
music. So that type of music, right? That's what my dad listens to, right? He listens to him as well. But he's been um he's been excited and sending me links to this guy, right? And so I was like, cool, cool. And then there was like a post they made who's popping in Portland. They were coming through Portland.
Oh,
And
nice.
we had about 20 different people tag us, like 20. No, yeah, well, yeah, because we've been tagged like 20 times in this post, right? It just didn't sound right when I said it. 20 different people tagging us 20 times. No, 20
Wait a
different
minute.
people tagging us, like me and Kayla, right? And so they hit us up. We happened to connect with them. We got a chance to be able to. We're doing a song together. On
Oh,
top of that,
nice.
we were able to perform with them in Portland. Then we went to Bend, Oregon with them. So it was kind of cool because, like I said, like I met them and they were like they're badass. They're like totally friendly, nice people, like super nice people, right?
Nice.
So that's what really like attracted to me them and made it overall great experience. Cause like at first I was like, oh, this is my dad's like outlaw music.
And
So I
you're
was
waiting
like,
to hear.
this is like Sun Points. So when they hit me up, I was like, yeah, for sure. And I hit my dad. I was like, you're outlaws, and he said their name, and I was like, yeah. I was like, they think I'm cool enough to rock with them there. So like, we'll go to the show. They want us to rock. So he liked that. Um, but it was really cool because like they promote like so I got a chance to talk with them. They promote like they drink, they smoke, they party. They're like, but they're like they said they're very anti-drugs.
Okay.
And what they mean, they don't like crackheads, they don't like people popping pills, they don't like, you know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So it was
Hey,
kind of like it's funny because like their whole thing is like party, pour another shot. Like I'm coming out there with you. They're cheering. They're like, the more you get messed up, the better we sound. So drink up, you know. So that's like their whole gig. But it was really cool because we got a chance to go up there, and I just did my normal recovery set. So
Well, the thing is
I'm
too,
like,
man.
you know, we're rocking out, and it's different. It's different. Is people loved it. They absolutely connected. A lot of people came up to me that were in recovery that were at that show. So it was a really cool opportunity. My dad got a chance to hang out with him.
Oh, good.
That's
My
cool.
pops, you know what I'm saying? He loved it. I
Yeah.
got photos with him. My dad's funny, so he wanted. They were out there smoking some weed, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, Pop, you want to go out back and smoke with him? He's like, can I? And I was like, go out there, Pops.
Aw.
You know what
Oh
I'm
man.
saying? So I introduced him, and it made his night because he like 1 o'clock in the morning. He's like, hey, I can't believe I got stoned with him, and I was like, you had a good time. You had a good time, Pops. That's what it's
Oh,
about, right? You
that
know.
is so cool. That is
So
so freaking cool.
it was cool, man. I don't partake in any of the partying, but you know, I'm stable enough in my recovery. It doesn't prevent me from opportunities, if that makes sense. And if
No,
anybody's
definitely.
watching, what I mean by prevent me from opportunities, I don't mean opportunities to get loaded. What I mean is opportunities to hit the road or meet good people, or,
Mhm.
you know, I'm not very much like, oh, they smoke weed, I don't hang out with them.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys do what you do. I'm comfortable enough in my recovery. It's me and
Mhm.
Kayla. You know, we're sitting there. Like, we went to the hotel. It was funny because we went to the hotel, they're partiers, and they opened up the cooler and they're like, what you want? What drink you want? And I was like, you guys got a water? You
You got
know?
you got nice
Y'all got
tea
a
in there.
water?
You got Zima or not even Zima, but tell you know what too, man. Just talking about that, it's funny.
Yeah.
Here, you the Southern boys, the cowboy shit, drinking and all that stuff. But the Southern boys,
Oh, I thought it was off.
but
My apologies.
as
All right.
far as like doing that, there's nothing wrong with drinking. There's nothing wrong with doing
No.
shots as long because people talk to me all the time about like, being a hypocrite. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Here you are in recovery, but you're talking about it's okay to drink. It is
Mhm.
okay to drink. Well, you said it's okay to get all drunk and shit. It is okay to get drunk as long as you're not, it's responsible. As long as you're
Yep.
not driving, as long as you're not doing that crazy shit. There's nothing if like Uber. People are
Yeah.
like, come out and party your asses off, and if that means getting loaded one night, have fun.
Yeah.
You got an
Yep.
Uber, you got to ride. I mean,
I'm
people.
I'm all
Yeah,
for people being responsible. Check it out. The
heck
way I
yeah.
look at it is some people can handle it. I
Mhm.
can't.
They,
Mhm.
Right? I don't do it, but I tell people like all the time, bro, if you could handle it and you could do it, like if I could drink responsibly and not screw up my whole entire life, maybe I would. I don't know,
I,
but I
I,
can't, so I don't go down that road. You
I
know what
got
I'm
you.
saying? Like
Yeah,
Smart.
everybody's path's different. For me,
Mhm.
I know I can't be under any influence at all
yep.
because then I end up homeless or in handcuffs, right? You
Yeah,
know?
Neither one is good.
yeah, man. But it's so true, man. Because just especially not so much me
Yeah.
compared to music and mayhem, you know. But like people say some of the people that you hung with, and still I see and all that. Yeah, they still drink and do all this shit. Doesn't mean I have to, and just like
Yeah.
you. But again, they were kind of giving me shit about what you're almost laughing about getting all drunk and doing it again. It's not illegal, and like
Yeah.
you just said, if you can do it, and you nailed another thing. If I could go out and hang out with the boys and just have a few beers and drinks, I'd do it too, but I can't
We're
because
addicts. Of course we would do it if
exactly
we
we
could.
can't exactly. Hell yeah, man! I'd be but it's like
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, just one. I'm gonna have
Would
just
we
one.
even meet the definition if we didn't tell you we wouldn't? If we could do
Yeah.
it responsibly, like
Oh,
that is why we're well, like when I go, like I would love to go go get high and tear up the town, but I can't, unfortunately, because there's other repercussions. Like, and it's like the party never stops, so it's
yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm an addict. I
yeah.
would always like to get tore up. I'm always
But
gonna be an addict.
and the fun thing is though now is we still party like freaking rock stars
Oh, I
without it.
party.
Without it. Oh, that's what I wanted to get back to. Like I said, my crowd was like that rough biker,
Yep.
crazy ass crowd. There's drugs, there's drinking, the drinking and all that stuff. Yeah, you're around it, but then you jump into yours and Kayla's life. You got, the rappers, the entertainers, the singers.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think of? You think of the partying, you think of the drugs and the drinking,
mhm.
and you guys are surrounded by that. That's your job, is entertaining,
It
doing
is.
all
It
that.
is.
So, I mean, and I know that there's probably, well, when they come to see you, they know that it's a recovery and what you do. But the thing is, you're, besides what you do, you're entertainers. Your music hits all realms. It hits all different
walks.
people. So you're going to get people who are even though they're not, in recovery, they love your music. So they're
Yep.
sitting there getting shit faced. And sometimes hey, listen, you want this to you want this to Kayla. It's like it's there, but it's got to be,
I
but
get
like
so
you
many
said,
people that come up that like are drinking that tell me like, man, I used to do like I was addicted to meth. My sister died of heroin. All these different things. Like they're drinking and smoking, right?
yeah,
But they don't. But they're in a different type of recovery.
Mhm.
yep,
Mhm.
no,
And so
I
they
got you,
relate,
brother.
man. And it's really cool because I even had one of the members of that group come over, the good old boys, and they're like, man, they're like, your shit is on point. You talk about real stuff. They're like, it's so much different than what we do. Like, we would love to like plan a tour together and like go on tour together. Like, so it hit so hard on home and had such a good crowd effect that like and like personally affected him because he's like, it makes sense. You guys are so different than us.
Yeah,
And my people absolutely loved it. So many people said it was a good show. Thanks for bringing you. They're like, dude, I would love for us to do like a tour together. So
that would
that's
be
something that might
perfect.
happen. But it's crazy because it's such two different like areas and worlds,
Mhm.
colliding.
It is, but that'd be the best part of this, man, because you can bring the beer drinkers, the shots, and all that stuff, and you can bring it into your world, of the rap and the singing and all that stuff without that, and combine them both together, and
Yes.
everyone would have a great time.
Yes.
Everyone would have a great time. And you know what? Just to let everyone know too is, obviously you got the comments and stuff coming in
Yeah.
on OG is off screen right now, and she's screening stuff too. So if you guys got questions for Skyler, you got questions for me, I got questions for OG or Thing, man, please hit us up with some questions. And this coming Monday, I will, once we start talking about some of the stuff we had going on, we're getting we're cameras, or OG's going to be getting screen time there, Skyler.
Woo.
And
She
the update,
she
huh? The
is
upgrade.
going to be getting camera time because we are getting another camera set up in the studio this coming Monday.
Let's
And
go. Let's
yeah,
go.
man. So
What
you
if
get
it's
to,
just the hand talking the whole
I
time?
know. Yeah,
It's just grabbing popcorn the whole time, just feeding the other hand.
yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Little finger puppets and shit. Wait a minute. I got one for you here.
What?
April showers bring May flowers. What do Mayflowers bring? Pilgrims.
Hey, let's go. All
Okay,
right,
man.
hold on,
Come
hold on.
on.
Where do he said
Ah, da, da, da.
where do polar bears keep their money?
Oh, I don't know. Where do polar bears keep their money?
In a snowbank. Oh.
Okay, I gotta go back to the one I just told you. I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know which one comes first.
Mm.
Hey. Let's go.
I'm telling
yeah.
you, man, it was so fun. I think that was our first show that me and you did. I think it was afterwards. We talked for another hour, I think, afterwards, and we
We
were
did. We was
talking,
pretty dang
and all of a
close.
sudden we started throwing dad jokes. It's like, holy shit. So then we went from that. So tonight, before we came on live, we were on a little bit taking care of some business. And also I looked down and we got a sheet of just silly shit, just in case something comes up, just like just now. So I rattled off one. Skyler's a professional. He doesn't need a sheet to cheat off of
He
like
knows
I
it.
do.
He knows it.
All of a sudden he comes back with one. It's like, oh, so here we are in the middle of a conversation, in the middle of our show, doing dad jokes.
Yeah.
Let's
You know
go.
what?
Let's go.
Welcome to Music and Mayhem.
Well, he was hanging around with a bunch of dads the other day with his songs, right? With
Oh,
the
yeah.
good old
You know
boys.
what, Skyler? Let's give a shout out to them again. What was that? What were their names? The band?
Good old boys. So GOOD
Mhm.
OL and then boys, BOYZ, good old boys. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a YouTube link inside their comments real quick. So we created this. We created. If you guys don't know, next time we go live, we'll be live on all pages.
Mm-hmm.
This live was created in the studio before we got a chance to connect the destinations.
Mm-hmm.
So no worries. So it's only live on your pages, but I shared it. But right now I'm about to grab a link from them. They're doing really well for themselves, man. They went on tour with the Moonshine Bandits. On top of that, they've had some pretty popular stuff. I mean, they got hundreds of millions of plays.
Right.
They're doing their thing, right? They have a pretty big audience. It's pretty cool for someone to reach out, want you part of their movement. On top of that, talk about possibly doing a tour together.
Oh,
It was really cool for them to embrace us. I was most excited that my pops was out there just
oh
tapping
Yeah.
God,
it. Like, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Hell
Like
yeah.
everybody's like smoking and drinking, and my dad's right there in the mix, and I'm like, I'm happy for my pops. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
man, that was so cool. And the
uh,
other one, man, when I was telling you about Upchurch and all them, it was Big Smo. Smo, it was another one that does country rap. And so
okay.
Big Smo and Ryan Upchurch. And there were a couple other ones, man. And it's what you did. Like I said, when you as soon as you mentioned their names, the blue or the page for on Pandora where I've got their music, it'll obviously pop up other artists
Yeah.
besides Small Upchurch, and all of a sudden I could have swore the Bandits. What was it?
Moonshine Bandits. They're
Moonshine
super.
Band. I swear
Those
to
guys
God,
are crazy popular. Those
they
guys are like
it
super, super
had to have been.
popular.
So
Like
yeah,
Colt
man.
Ford, all them, they all hang out together.
Cold Ford's
Yep.
on here, so it's like it's Smoke, Ford, and all those guys and their music. I love it, man, because it's
Yep.
got that southern rock, but it's with you, it's with the rap. Just like back to you, man. You sent me that when you go, you like Johnny Cash? I'm like, hell yeah, man, I
I
like
like
Johnny
Johnny
Cash.
Cash. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah, yeah.
that remix that you did where Cut You Down. Or
Hurt myself today.
yeah, Hurt
I
Myself today.
hurt
Yep,
myself
man. I tell
today.
you what, that song. Mm.
Thank you,
But
man. Thank
yeah,
you.
that was
Thank you.
awesome, brother.
I
I
have another
mean,
one dropping on the 1st, October 1st. It is called Head Above Water, which I'll send to you a little bit later. Um, I love it. I love it. It's very deep. It just talks about some things from my life, but on top of that, it talks about like, I kind of put you back in the past tense of, my perspective of I'm out there maybe some of the verbal, it's like just starting to get clean a little bit, right? I only have a couple years, but you get a chance to really reflect on some of my past and just like dealing with emotions and the trauma that came with that lifestyle as being sober. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
man.
all this stuff come back to haunt you, all the stuff that you did or involved in. And it's hard to keep your head above water. It feels like you barely surviving or getting by. And so it's a really deep song. It will be on all platforms. October 1st. It is called Head Above Water.
Cool.
Speaking of that, as you're going, I'm about to hop over and drop a pre-save link. Make sure you guys pre-save it as well.
You
So
got it, man. And my boy Tyler Thompson, how you doing, Tyler? And just looked over there, Tyler, Ryan Upchurches. You're my man. That's his favorite. And we
that's
got
dope.
Melissa, Tyler, Vincent, and
Mhm.
everyone who's popping on here. How you guys doing? Thanks for stopping on. And if you got any questions or comments for Skyler, myself, OG thing, Pound Cake, Susie.
Pound cake, baby. Let's
Hey,
go.
you just but thank you guys for popping on with us, man. Appreciate it. And you're gonna be able to see us. We are, as always, Music and Mayhem, man. Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff, and we'll just, but like I said, it's been a while since we got a chance to talk, man, with everything you got going on and with your tour
Absolutely.
and stuff, and then all the stuff that we had, with our crazy ass last couple of weeks have been nuts, man. And
Yeah.
kind of catch up a little bit real quick what happened to us, man. We had a crazy weekend. We
Okay.
ended up flying out to New York Sunday morning,
Mhm.
and we were supposed to. It was scheduled to be on Demon's Row with Sos to do a show, and the whole reason we were going to New York though was to meet up with my brother Ian Bick and locked in with Ian Bick to go over some stuff because myself and Ian are going to be doing a show together, and we're just trying to get everything in order with his. I mean, you talk about busy schedule. That dude, he's all over the place doing stuff. So trying to get caught up. So that was the whole reason we were going out there. Once Sos found out I was going to be there, he talked to Ian to set me up to come on his show. Unfortunately, things got kind of crossed up. We weren't able to do it. But unfortunately, I didn't find out until we actually landed. So it was like 2 hours before the show. And so, things happen. And so I wasn't real happy. But once Ian found out, he's like, I got you, man. So within that short time, a good friend of his, a shout out to Coach Dave, Coach's Corner, was right there, found out I was coming. He goes, I want him on my show. So here I went, did his show with Coach Dave, went great. Afterwards, we went to dinner, me, OG, and Ian and his dad. Just conversation going up about the show that me and Ian are going to be doing. And somehow producing and editing came up. A very good friend of his is doing producing and editing. Well, now Ian's doing his own stuff. And, that's what I need, because I don't do any of that shit. Lo and behold, introducing Matt Cronin. Matt Cronin is now our official producer and editor for My Fight Our War and everything else we got going on. So me and him are rolling now. We're just getting things started. So
expect good things.
It was a crazy weekend, man. It started.
Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much, man. And it was one of those things where it started. I was like, not happy, but things happen for a reason, as we know. When they say when that door, when that window shuts, door opens, man, that window shut and 4 freaking doors opened that within like 12 hours. So it was cool as shit, man. And the thing is, it's going to be affecting a lot of our graphics and everything. So Matt Cronin, welcome to the family, brother.
Dope. That's very exciting, man. That's a lovely addition. It's crazy how that happens. You deal with life on life's terms. And sometimes you got to walk through the fire to understand there's beauty on the other side. And that's why I tell people, like, you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep fighting, right? A lot of people want to give up or crumble when things hit them. But you got to understand that, you don't know what's waiting for you, as you found out, Manny. Like all these great opportunities, right? That's so dope, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. And the thing is, in the past, as soon as if this would have been in the past, the if and all this shit, I would have reacted completely differently. But I mean, trust me, I wasn't happy. But again, like I, reached out to Sos and things happen, man. It's all good with schedules. They clash and things happen. But still, you just for that moment, you're like, damn. But take a step back, chill, and it was like, you know what? Okay, it's still good. It's still good. And everything's fine, with the show and everything. And then, like you said, man, within a matter of probably 10 minutes of the phone call with Ian, and then led into Coach Dave, which led it not only that, other opportunities with him, and then Matt Cronin with the producer and editor now. So yeah, man, it's great things are happening, and our family is just growing. Our family's just, I mean, just like us, man. Here we started out. I reached out trying to get you after hearing you and Kayla and your story and all that. I reached out and bam, you were so awesome, man. You got back as soon, quick. And next thing you know, it was basically
music and mayhem, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Here, 1 minute, it's like, welcome my guest, Skyler Ray, along with Kayla, and bam, bam, bam. And next thing you know, welcome to Music Mayhem. So
that's how things work sometimes. And here's the thing is, I don't think people, they see a lot of times, I get a lot of compliments a lot of time. How do I handle stress? How do I act accordingly, right? How am I always professional? How am I? A lot of people are like, man, how do you do it? I don't get how you do it, right? They don't understand that it's normal to be upset and have feelings. They don't understand that, like, just because like I handled it accordingly don't mean I didn't blow my top for 10 minutes privately in the background, right? And I think it's okay, to be upset and have some feelings or be mad, but like you said, when it came down to it, whether, it's when you sent a text, when you made a phone call, when you showed up, right? You got it all out the way. People think like don't think I didn't have any feelings. Don't think I wasn't ready to fight this person and smash him out, right? You know what I'm saying? But when I it's okay to process those feelings. We're human beings. We're gonna feel them.
Sure.
But when I show up, I'm professional, and I act accordingly. And so it's like, a lot of people are like, man, I don't get how you always stay calm. And it's like, I don't always stay calm. I just have me, my partner, in a closed door, and that's where I blow my top. And then when I step out that door, I'm nice, and usually I take the high road. That's how it
Exactly.
goes. You know what I'm saying?
And that's just it, man. Just like you'll see people or you hear people all the time saying, "Look at so and so, man. They're always smiling. They're always so happy." No one's like that unless
No.
you're self-medicated like we used to be. But
Uh,
but no, man. And just like with you just nailed it too, Skyler. With yeah, man. As soon as I got the news, I mean, here, first
you were
thing was like,
excited.
son of a mother,
Yeah.
pissed off.
Yeah.
And then like, wait a minute. Okay. But like you said, and it was literally almost like 10, 15. And the weird thing that happened was right when it happened, I mean, literally just getting off the plane. And so OG was taking care of some business and I'm still calm, trying to cool down. And also my phone rings. And it
Yeah.
was a good friend of mine that I work with. And, don't usually talk, out of work and stuff.
Yeah.
And it didn't leave a message. And all of a sudden I started thinking, because I got my work son, Conrad, who was a great kid, put him on a motorcycle. He's a freaking Amazon. I mean, he's crazy. This dude, the stunts that he could do on a bike, he does it. He's a trick rider
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he's awesome. But for some reason, when I saw him call and didn't leave a message, first thing I thought of was he was calling to tell me something happened to Conrad, man. So I was worried as shit. So now instead of
Yeah.
being pissed off, now I'm pissed and worried. Ends up, I get a hold of my friend Derek, and what we had to discuss was something very good. And it was
Yeah.
just like, and all of a sudden, boom, everything, the switch got flipped, like within 10 minutes. And right after that, I got the next message and everything changed. The
Yeah.
weekend was amazing. So yeah, man, it's just like you said, go through the fire. We go through hell to get to heaven. And yeah, it was cool, man. But yeah, I mean but shit, let's get some important stuff.
Absolutely.
How's pound cake?
Pound cake is doing good. Say hi, mamas. You want to say hello?
Uh-oh.
I just love
Hi, mamas.
pound
Say
cake.
hello,
Pound cake.
mamas.
Look at-
She a little big headed right now.
Oh my! I mean, that face. You just got to hold and hug kid.
I just woke her up. She's like, get away from me. Get away from me, you freak. She's
It's your show. It's not my show. Oh, pretty soon
Yeah.
it's going to be the pound. It's music mayhem, pound cake, and
Ah.
Susie.
Yeah, right.
I accidentally ran Susie over, I think, yesterday, and I was like, bit down on my foot, like son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
They get in the way. They get in the
I'm
way.
telling you, man.
You know what's crazy is, look, one time, I'm not proud of this. One time I was Cakes' paws were a little red. I'm not used to a dog being so allergic to a lot of, like, she's
Oh,
allergic to a lot of bulldogs have a lot of skin issues, right? And so I wasn't used to her being allergic. It was springtime, maybe beginning of summer, cutting the grass. She likes to play in the grass and dive in it. Well, her chest gets a little red and underneath her paws get red. And so I took her to the vet, right? And they gave me this solution that you're supposed to make. They give me this little bottle you're supposed to put in this bucket. And I was like, it's not. So I'm in there, I'm making this solution to be able to dip her paws in, right? And we have these big stairs down to the basement, right? It's steep as hell. It's like 20 something steps. It is a
Wow.
journey, right? It might be 16, but it's a journey. I'm
it's
telling
still
you,
a
right?
journey.
It's still a journey.
And it's steep, and we're sitting there, and I come back. I'm filling it up. I'm in the kitchen. I'm frustrated. I'm upset. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I'm like, it's gonna take the whole damn bottle. Like, I am mad. I am furious. I'm doing this. I'm wasting it. I'm thinking about the money I just spent at the vet. What I just overpaid for this little bottle of solution. Like, they were hundreds of dollars in, and I
Oh.
can't figure this stuff out. And I'm pissed, you know, and I come down. I have a bad tendency when I'm mad. I have a bad tendency to start like kind of like coming down and more talking at Kayla, even though she's not even involved in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn it, like that. And she'd be like, it's not my fault, you know. You're okay, mamas. And so I'm coming down with the solution. I open up. I'm a quick walker to begin with,
Oh
right?
no.
I'm a quick walker. And Cakes is on the top step, and I open the door and I don't see her. And I go to step through
Oh.
and I'm pissed, right? So I'm walking fast. I boot her and she goes flying down a couple steps. And I'm like falling at the same time. So, like, because she tripped me at the same time, right? So I'm trying to catch my ground as I'm falling, like split second reaction. You know what I'm saying?
And you
She's
still got the
tumbling.
bucket, right? And you still
Yeah,
got
I
the
got the
bucket.
bucket, and I got the bucket in my hand because I was coming down like, this doesn't work. Hold on 1 second.
Sure,
I'll let
you
you
got
out.
it. Hey, no problem,
I'll
man.
let you out, mamas. Let's see
Uh-oh.
what it is.
She's reliving this. She's like, I want to get the fuck out of here, man.
So I'm sitting there and I'm walking fast and I boot her. I'm almost tripping. She's rolling down the steps and I go to catch myself on the step. And on that last footing, I kicked her again.
Oh,
Right? I bumped her and
shit.
I was listening to what she's doing. She's causing mayhem out there. Check
Oh,
it out.
yeah,
So
she's reliving getting
she's
kicked down the
rolling
stairs,
all the
man.
way down the stairs. And it's crazy because she ended up at the bottom. And she's
She log
looking back
rolled
at
all the way
me.
down.
She had her hackles all the way up. You know her hackles, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so she had her hackles up and she's like,
He's like, come on
looking
down,
at me.
come on
Like, what
down.
did dad just do, right? Yeah, it wasn't.
And you're
It's
trying to
scary. They're
explain to
so
her,
small.
I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
And now she's like skittish on the stairs for good
Oh,
reason.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she got drop kicked, man.
All the way down, not once but twice, all in a matter of like 2 seconds. She ended up at the bottom.
Oh
Bro, I
man.
felt so. I was scared because literally we just came from the vet, and I like ran down the stairs like, oh my god, you all right? You all right? And I'm like picking her up. I'm like checking stuff. I'm moving
Yeah.
limbs, make sure she ain't like screaming. You know, because
Yeah,
my
man.
thought was like, oh shit, I just broke my dog's neck.
Yep.
That's-
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I
No,
literally thought I
seriously,
just
man.
killed my dog. She fell so hard, and like the first initial steps were like me trying to catch myself, and it knocked her all the way down, and I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And I'm like running down the steps, and she's just like ready to like, she don't know if she wants to fight or play. You know what I'm
She's like,
saying?
that was fun, kind of, not really. Yeah.
Do I want to
Oh
do it again?
my,
No.
Yeah.
it
Love
was
you,
so
asshole.
scary.
Yeah. Oh, I tell
It
you,
was,
man. You know the
I
thing
will
with
never
dogs.
forget that.
Well, with dogs, man. I've always had dogs, and you
Hi,
know,
mama.
you start walking and shit. As soon as they're by, I mean, they're up and they're in front of you, but they're away just as fast. Where Susie, man, you know, you get up, she just doesn't move. I mean,
Lays
I'll
Yeah.
in
take a
front of you.
step and my foot will be on her coming down, and she's still like, I ain't moving, man. And all of a sudden, you're, and she's like, you know, get off me, and not I'm moving. And so there's been times I think when I got her, man, she doesn't have front claws, but she's got her
Yeah.
back ones. So she gets that little fuzzy front grip on me. It's like, oh, followed by those back
Those
claws,
back
like Freddy
ones.
Krueger.
Yeah.
She's like,
Oh
and then
god,
those
they
little
grab
teeth.
you and then they start kicking.
Oh, yeah, and then those teeth. It's like, look at those little cute teeth. Son of a bitch, you know. So,
Uh-huh.
oh, but pound cake's good. I mean, everything's good. You know.
Everything's good. She was perfectly fine. But I definitely had like a mini heart attack, like
Oh my god.
without having the heart attack, right? Like I was so scared. I just remember screaming and running as fast as I could to get to her. Straight panic attack, bro. Like
Sure, man.
I've never seen. She's so little and she just flew down those steps, like hitting steps, boom, 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 spinning and flipping, and I was like, oh my god, I just killed my dog.
It was probably like in slow motion. You know, one of those
It,
things
it,
where you're
it
just
felt
like,
like it. It felt
no.
like it. You know when things go down,
Yeah,
it's super
man.
slow motion. Like before you get in the car wreck, you see it happening like
Uh,
5 seconds before, but you can't do anything.
Yeah. Crazy, man.
Mm-mm.
But the good news is, in
She's
case
okay.
someone's coming in the middle of this, pound cake is fine.
Pound cake's
Pound cake
perfectly
is
fine.
fine. She
She's
good.
she's she's built like a tank. I'm more careful now. But it just showed me I need to be more careful. I got to pay attention to my surroundings. Just because I'm angry or frustrated, like there is a little one running around, and I need to remember that.
Oh, and yeah, actually, I just looked over the side again, and our friend Danny is here. And I don't know if I saw Katie yet, but Danny's in the house.
My
Mm-hmm.
boy
So your
Danny.
boy Danny and Karen.
Mm-hmm.
Karen is here, which means Phyllis is there. So Phyllis, if you're watching with Karen,
Yep.
that Phyllis is Karen's mom, Skyler, and
Okay.
Karen and Phyllis are big fans. They love watching the show. They love you. They love the show. So
Let's go.
Karen. So shout out to Karen and her ma Phyllis.
That's
Yes,
right.
absolutely, Karen. Thank you for tuning in. Whether it's just Manny solo shows or anytime he's doing something, as a curator, it could become difficult. It could be, you know, you can be shy stepping out your comfort zone, right? You're going live. It's hard not to get in your feelings when no one's tuning in. But he does it every single day, and he's always live, and he's always sharing his platform. So, Karen, Phyllis, thank you so much for showing love to Manny and now popping on this show and showing love to me as well. It means a lot for someone like us who are going live and, being vulnerable and taking a chance. And you guys are showing up and showing out and showing that you guys accept us. Not only that, but you guys support us. So, in return, we support you as well. Absolutely grateful for anytime anybody is popping on. Seriously, we got on my thing right now, it's showing 9 live right here on the StreamYard. So thank you to the 9 people. It means a lot. Seriously, we could be
Yes.
talking to ourselves and hear you guys up, putting time out of your day to pop on and give some recognition to us. So it means a lot, guys. Seriously, like you don't understand. Like support goes so many different ways. It doesn't have to necessarily be buying anything. It could be a
Mhm.
simple share this post. It could be a
Exactly.
simple
Mm-hmm.
comment to help algorithms, a like you don't understand. So now we're up to 10. So now we got 10 awesome people rocking with us, Manny.
Oh, I'm telling you, you know what, brother? There's been times and there's been times where I've seen zeros on both. And you know what? But we'll still have some comments coming up. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, so the same thing, you'll see the 10, 7, but
Yep.
then all of a sudden you look and there's like 80 views. And then
Yeah.
there's this, and then you got like 80 comments. So
Let's
I
Mm-hmm.
think
go.
our sometimes a little eyeball up there and stuff has a hard time catching up. But no,
I
you're
think it
right.
does.
And
I think it
it,
does.
it,
And also I think a lot of people, you could click it and then if you back out, you could still have it play on your feed. And I don't think
mhm.
it counts unless you are like collected all the way through. So some people might watch it on the feed, but because
Yeah.
they're not directly clicked on it and opened it up, it may not count as a viewer.
Yeah,
If that makes
no,
sense, at least on
no,
that
it
little
does.
eyeball.
Yeah, exactly, and you know what, you really put it out there good too, man. As far as what we do doing this, and like I just saw our brother Jared. Jared is in
Jared.
Jared Blaine, and with Brianna and Define Blacklist, and Jared and his music, man. He's dropping music all the
Oh,
time now.
Jared just sent me something the other morning. I'm so sorry I didn't get a chance to text. I'm realizing it now that I see your name.
Yes,
I heard what you sent me, Jared. It was nice. It was great. I was really surprised that was you. And that's a compliment. That's
yeah, man.
obviously a compliment. When someone hears something and they're like, "Damn, that's him,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, looking back, I'm like, "Well, he wouldn't have sent me this unless it's him."
You
So
know what's
congratulations, Jared. You sound great. Keep chasing your dream, bro. Keep chasing it.
Oh, I tell you, I did the same thing. When he sent Hail Mary to me,
Oh,
I was sitting
that's
there
great.
and all of a sudden I looked down and he sent Jared and I looked, it was text and he
Uh,
sent his the first one he dropped that he sent was Hail Mary.
mhm.
And same thing, just like you.
Yeah.
I hit
Yeah.
it, I listened to it, and I was like, damn, that's good. So what do? I text him, I go, man, that was good. I go, was that you? It's
Yeah.
like I didn't like you just said, I didn't mean it in a negative. It was like,
No, it's a
damn,
compliment.
and a
It means
compliment,
your work
yeah,
is so good. Like
exactly.
I didn't know what to expect, and you sent me this, and I'm like, wow, this is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
This is
so you can
nice.
go over to Spotify and iTunes to Jared Blaine with his stuff. I mean, he is tearing it up. So
I see Danny right now asking Jared how can he check out his music. So Jared, if you're
iTunes.
still watching, go ahead and drop that link. Connect with my man Danny.
Yep.
Danny's a big supporter of mine.
Mm-hmm.
He came and saved us when our van broke down. He drove 18 hours round trip. So if you're looking to be able to spread your music to somebody, Danny's a good dude. Danny's as good as they come. So drop that link if you're still around. If not, I will go ahead and drop it to you privately, Dan, after this, if he hasn't sent it to you. So either way, we'll get you connected, Jared. We got you, Dan. We got you.
Don't forget Katie.
Don't forget Katie.
Don't forget Katie. You got
Katie
Katie.
is
Oh
Dan's
wait, he
other
got it
half,
right
and
there.
she is amazing as well.
Skyler, we just got it from Jared.
Yeah.
He's got the link up there, so please hit up Jared Blaine and
Cool.
his music. You can see him over on Spotify. You can see him on iTunes.
Yep.
So show Jared Blaine some support and love, man. He is kicking ass with his music and
He
putting a lot
definitely
of
is.
time and a lot of effort into it. I know, me and Jared got to know each other doing a show, and his schedule. He went out of his way, him and Brianna, to come here. So their schedule's crazy. There's Katie. See that?
Hey, what
Katie,
up, Katie?
see that?
What up, Thug? Thug it on repeat, baby. Let's go.
So, man, see, now this is cool, man. The family's growing.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
family's growing.
Yes, indeed. I love it. I love it. It's good to see you, Katie. I was just connecting my buddy Jared with my buddy, well, with Dan, obviously.
Dan, yeah.
Your other half. But then I was telling him about all the great stuff you guys
Oh
have
my
done for me
God.
and Kayla. Also, hey, I don't know if you guys are gonna be around, Katie. We got a show this Friday, so we gotta announce the show. So we got a show this Friday in the Portland metro area. It is at Clackamas 4D. You guys do not want to miss this if you guys are in the area. It is gonna be our last local show of the year for Portland. We've done about 7 or 8 of them. But this is the last one of the year. We're going to have snow cones, cotton candy, pizza, drinks. All that is free. Free show to attend. Come through. Watch me and Kayla rock the mic. We're going to have 3 amazing speakers. At the beginning, we're going to have Justin, Jeremy. Also, we're going to have Catherine on there speaking at the beginning. Me and Kayla will do it. And then also 4D's very own MJ and Apollo. They'll be closing the night out. If you have not heard of them, make sure you check them out. They are amazing artists. They are such a big part of the 4D community. 4D has a studio there. So 4D is our tour sponsors. They have drop-in centers for people in recovery with resources. On top of that, it's a place to hang out for young people in recovery. They have multiple locations. They just opened up a recovery house. They've opened up a youth center, right? But MJ and Apollo, they went and recorded a bunch of songs at 4D Studio, and they opened up for us at the Hillsboro location. So we're gonna have them close the night. We're gonna give them the prime spotlight. I think it's only right as a give back to the community. It's only right to be able to do that for 4D, to do it for 4D's artists in recovery. So they will be closing the night out. So you got 3 amazing speakers. Me and Kayla will be performing, and then MJ and Apollo will be closing the show out. Come through, guys. It's going to be the last show of the year in the Portland metro area. Nothing is on the schedule till January 4th, even in Oregon. So you don't want to miss this. Free pizza, free snow cones, free drinks, free cotton candies. All ages, everything's absolutely free. We don't want nothing from you. We
You
just want to
had,
provide a good time for you guys.
man,
So Clackamas 4D this Friday. Show up, show out.
Nice.
you had me at free
Nice.
pizza. You had me at
Free
free pizza.
pizza.
Man, we got with our schedules and stuff, we've
Yeah.
definitely got to work it out where we can get together in person.
Yeah.
We got to figure out one of these days where we're going to be doing a remote live doing music and mayhem. We'll hook it up either at one. We got to check out some events that are going on, and then we'll do it that way.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure it out one way or another.
And free pizza, huh?
Bro, so 4D always does a cool thing. So we have Liz Kitchen coming down. She does a lot of stuff in the community. She donates her time, her resources. She comes and sets up with her equipment, does free snow cones and cotton candy for everybody in attendance. Help yourself, get as much as you want.
That's awesome.
On top of that, 4D is amazing. They always make sure our shows have pizza, always make sure our shows have drinks. I couldn't ask for a better tour sponsor than them. They're absolutely beautiful, incredible people. Shout out to everybody working there. I'm not even going to put one staff member's name or anything like that because everybody there is absolutely beautiful people. So if you in the Portland metro area, make sure you connect. I know they have extended over to Vancouver, Washington, going over the state line. They're great people, man. They do so much for the recovery community. It's insane. So they got my back. I got their back. We're family. We make it happen. This Friday, it's going down.
Cool. And when is it? This Friday?
This Friday.
This
That
Friday.
is absolutely correct.
And I know that you said that that's the last one in Oregon, but
What else is coming up?
What where are you heading after that? I know, aren't you? When do you take off? Where is it to?
Texas.
Yeah, Texas, but then
Spain
Italy,
or something?
Spain,
Oh, that's December. That's
December.
That's December. So we have I know we have other shows coming up, but I know the one that sticks out to me off the top of my head, racking my brain here. I know we head out to Houston, Texas. The 9th, we have a show there. It is called Dream Out Loud. Me and Kayla will be headlining that. Also, it's an APG out there, right? It's a collective network of recovery organization, and they held a contest, a talent show, and this young kid won it. I believe his name is Danny. I'll have to check it. Danny, if you're watching this and your name ain't Danny, I'm sorry. I will get it right next time. But check it out. So he won the contest, so he will be opening it up for me and Kayla.
Oh,
That's
nice.
great, man.
It's going to be cool. I'm super excited. Then the 10th, I will be a keynote speaker for a conference with the same APG. And then the 11th, I'm going to be out there with my buddy David Sunday. He is winning a Lifetime Achievement Award in the community. And so he invited us to that. Mike, the Situation will be there from Jersey Shore. It's gonna be a cool night, you know. So
Great,
that's
This
that's
is all in
October.
Texas? This is
All in Texas, Houston,
Okay.
Texas, baby. They love us, and I love Houston. Let's go.
That
And then
is
we fly
great.
back for 3 days back to Portland, and then we head out to Austin, Texas.
Oh.
A couple days after we get home, we do that. I'm gonna be going front row tickets next to the stage to go see Eminem. Stoked.
Oh, there you go.
Stoked. Go see
Detroit,
my boy
baby.
Slim
Detroit,
Shady.
baby. That
Slim
is,
Shady.
that's make sure you make sure you let them know we said hi.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Just say the boys
Definitely.
from Detroit said hi.
Let's
That
go, baby.
that is
And
so
so,
freaking cool, man.
oh, I'm
He
stoked
should
for
come on
that.
our show.
Yeah.
He should come on the show.
Wow.
Hey,
Why not?
why not?
Gotta ask.
Why not, man?
Why not?
You know what?
I-
That's on the to-do
That
list.
would be so dope. That would be so dope. And you never know. You never know. I think we could achieve
Sure.
a lot of things, especially if we keep at it, man. Consistency is the key. You never
Mhm.
know. Like if you keep walking that journey, you don't know what's on it, right?
Oh, man.
So we
And he's
have
in
that.
recovery.
He is in recovery. He
Yeah.
in
definitely
Oh,
is.
recovery.
yeah, man. He's been for
You
so
know,
many years.
you know who Eminem's sponsor is?
Mm-mm.
Elton
No.
John.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Elton John is
Yeah.
his sponsor.
No
So when he
shit.
first
That's
got
just
clean, he
awesome,
hit
man.
up Elton John.
Well, I mean,
You know, so those two get along really well. But then we got I know November. I remember the trips that we're at least flying to, right? That's how it works. Because you have to
Okay.
book the tickets and they've
Hey.
already costed money,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Hey.
November, it's me and Kayla's birthday month. So we will be heading out to Las Vegas and then we'll be heading out to Arizona. Mama, I hear you. And you're gonna have to
Skyler.
wait.
Hey, Skyler.
Yeah.
I gotta jump in on this one.
Go ahead.
You remember how I just introduced our newest family member, our
Yes, indeed.
producer and editor, Matt Cronin, right?
Well,
I
yep,
just got
absolutely.
a post. I just got a post from Matt Cronin. Let me read it.
What's
to
it
you.
say?
It says, "I got the connect for Eminem, Manny. We are getting him."
Whoa.
That would be crazy.
Whoa.
That would be crazy.
Matt, you're
That'd
so
be dope as
special.
hell.
Woo.
You just
I'm
got
reading
that?
it right now. I'm
Yeah.
reading it right now, brother. I'm reading it right
See,
now.
you put it in the universe.
So,
you put
you
it in
know
the
what?
universe, it comes back for you.
And Matt,
That's
I've been Matt. I'm not sure how long you've been on, brother. I been talking about you all day. I've been
Yes.
telling my man Skyler, my brother Skyler Ray, about the one and only Matt Cronin, the producer editor extraordinaire, and
Yeah.
there he is.
Congratulations,
Matt
man,
Cronin,
that's
man.
dope.
I tell you what, his energy. He's like me and you. When this
Hey.
all went down, I was telling you how this all went down, man. On
Yeah.
Sunday, we went from pissed off as hell to hanging from the ceiling, man, just with such joy from Coach Dave, Ian and his dad, dinner, all these different things, planning our show that me and Ian are going to be doing. To all of a sudden, him telling me about this great dude, this Matt Cronin, or who is his editor, a good friend of his, and within minutes, he's like, "This is who you need," and then obviously trusting Ian the way I do.
Yeah.
And then thank God that says a lot because Ian, then got a hold of Matt. Next thing you know, we got our producer and editor, Matt Cronin. And now Yo, Matt,
Ooh.
thank you, brother. We will be talking after the show, Matt.
Hey,
So,
hey, shout out to Matt, man. I
yes.
know it's always hard trusting brand new people. I know it's always hard because you always see my biggest thing about like working with people is, I don't like working with people that aren't gonna work as hard as me because I know
Oh,
how much I give my heart, my soul. I know my dedication. I know I'm working when no one's looking, right? And so that's the same with my buddy. Whoa, right? Super good friend. I like being connected with him because I know he's working just as hard as me, if not harder, right? And so that's the thing. People always want to be put on and opportunities. And I'm like, I don't even know if you'll be doing this 6 months from now,
you
right?
know,
So that's the reason why I started connecting with you, Manny, because I see that you do live regardless. It's not not just
Mhm.
about Skyler Ray has a following. Let's get Skyler Ray. Let's do a show together. It's like, no, Manny's gonna be doing this whether I say yes or no. So
exactly.
of
There
course
you
I'll be a
go.
part
Yeah,
of it.
man. Thank you.
So
That,
shout out to Matt as well, man. Thank you for treating Manny good. Thank you for picking up the pieces where it's needed, man. It truly means a lot. Seriously, I know Manny works his butt off, and he definitely deserves everything coming his way. So Manny, keep swinging for the fences, man.
man.
I'll
Woo!
be hopefully
Yes.
catching those little home runs you get.
Man, brother, I appreciate that. I appreciate those words more than you know,
Oh
man.
yeah.
And the thing is, we all do this and we bust our ass. And the thing is, I'm just like you. If you're gonna
Mm,
talk, I've met a lot of people since I started doing this, and a lot of them are talking a lot of game. And then when it comes down to it, it's like, yeah, I'll get back to you. Or
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and then you don't hear from them. Screw that. A good friend of mine, Ronnie Dull, Channel 2 News, that she used to
yeah,
be with, and she's huge. She was nice enough to reach, or I reached out to her when I first started this a year and a
yeah,
half ago. And she was just like, you know what, man? She goes, how bad do you want this? She goes, if you want it bad enough, you got to prove it, because if you don't, someone else is going to take that spot. And that's when
absolutely.
I decided, you know what, I'm going to prove. I'm not going to just talk. I'm going to put up or shut up. And
Uh-oh.
that's like me and you. Like you
You have
said,
to, bro.
I know what I expect out of myself, and I'm
Ugh.
going to bust my ass 24/7. And after we talked, I mean, boom, done. It was one of those things that either works or it don't. And
That's
Matt,
okay. And like I said, at least you have closure, right? It goes
Mhm.
yeah,
back to that conversation I told you about that I had in prison. Like, if I really do it, I'm not talking half-assed, right? I'm not talking about giving 75%. Like, if I give it my all, two things, either two options. One, things are gonna work out, and it's everything I dreamed of, right? I owe the
yes,
nine-year-old boy that had those dreams, these visions, and these experiences. Or two, I give it my all, absolute 100%, and things don't work out. That's perfectly fine with me, right? Because that is closure. Because,
yes,
like I said, maybe I don't have what it takes to make it in this industry. That's okay. A lot of people in reality don't have what it takes to do a lot of things, right? But as long as I know the end results was given 100% effort, and that's why you
yes.
said put up or shut up, man. It makes total sense,
Mhm.
and that's
Mhm.
why I don't mind helping people. I don't mind doing things with people, but I need to know that you're doing this whether I'm here or not.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
You know what
Thank
I'm
you,
saying?
man.
Like if
That's
if,
just it.
if I don't show up, you don't show up. That's not an option.
No, 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 no.
You know?
And that's huge too, man, because the thing is, with stuff like that, and that's just it, man. Is so many people, they think this shit's easy. All you do is because I've had so many people say, "Man, you guys have such a good time," and
Yeah.
we
That's
do.
true.
Trust me,
Yeah.
we freaking do. It is a riot. But you're seeing an hour and a half, 2 hours a show, sometimes a 20-minute show. That's all you see. You're not seeing, what happens
The prep.
before. You're not seeing what happens after. You're not seeing all the other stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
not bitching. And I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. The more crazy, the more hectic, the better. Showing I must be doing something right. And
Yeah.
to be lucky enough and blessed to have you as not only a friend, a brother, and a co-host, and to have faith and trust in me to do this says a lot, and I feel very honored.
Of
And you
course,
know what?
man.
I
Of
feel
course.
fucking. It's like I feel pretty damn proud of myself that
Mhm.
You
I've
should.
got someone like Skyler Ray's like, you know what? I believe in Manny, and just like it means a lot, and
Of course.
it really does, man. And and you nailed it too. What we do sometimes, you sit in front of a camera and a mic, and you go live. People are like, it's so easy. give it a try. You know,
Give it a try.
because I've had
That's the
people that
thing, bro. Like I have so many people that are like, oh, I do music. Like we should do a song. We should do this and that. And I'm like, send me some of your music. I'll check it out. They're like, oh, like I haven't done it for a while. Like live, like I'm gonna be doing it. Like you should like put me on a show. And I was like, send me some
Yeah.
music and
send
we
me
can
some
talk.
music.
And
Yeah,
I only say that because I'm vetting out the process of I can't say yes to everybody, right?
no,
I don't mind doing it, like follow through on these things, like send me some links to your music. Let me check it out. I only do that because out of all the people that I've told to do that, I don't want to say none ever came through, but I can't think of any right now off the top of my head.
yeah,
But these people swear that they do music for like they do music and they've always done music and like thinks just because we've known each other for 15 years that they should get put on. And
yeah,
it's like send me
No.
some music, man. Like, I want to see that you're doing this regardless or that you're already doing this. I don't want to be the person to have to jumpstart a career or have to
mm,
set you up because I can't manage it once I leave.
exactly.
You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to put in this effort for someone who doesn't plan on doing this for 6 months from now. And
Yeah,
that's
and
why it's like if I got people like in the industry connections, like friends that are like in the same industry, like you could bet, like if I'm close to them, you could bet that they're working very hard because I don't open myself up like that on that level as far as business or my brand. I don't play with my brand. You play with my brand, that's my life. You
exactly,
know what I'm saying? Like I
exactly.
don't play with it. Like you don't
No,
understand. I've been working. You
yes,
understand, Manny. But
oh
I'm
yeah,
saying the general public, like you don't understand. Like there is no plan B. Like this is it.
this is our life,
You know
man.
what I'm
And
saying? Like I've been working on this my entire life. You are not gonna rob 9-year-old me of these dreams,
There
11-year
you
old
go.
me. Like
There you
I've
go.
been
yeah, I
getting
love
it
it.
the best I can. I've been attacking when I was horribly for almost 20 years, and I stuck with it because I love it, even when no results came. 20 years, no one coming to your show, no one doing this, no one doing that, no one interested. Like best believe I will always remember that hunger. Best believe that
Oh,
I will always remember what it was like to want something and not get the results. That is why I'm up talking to the crowd. That is why, like, I'm not hiding in the green room. That is why I'm out meeting
Mhm.
people. Before shows, like the shows we just did with the good old boys, I
hmm,
was outside talking to the people in line, shaking hands, telling my stories, taking pictures, people that I made a connection with, running back to the merch table, giving them free albums. Like, that is me because to even have somebody interested in what I've been grinding blood, sweat, and tears is everything.
it is,
You
man.
know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
I don't take nothing for granted, man. I'm a kid that shouldn't even made it out the doorways. Let's just get that straight right there. Right? I should be trapped in this lifestyle and I get it. I get it. My brother's still out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
so I understand what it's like to want something and you can't have it because either you're not good enough or you don't have what it takes. Like that was me for the longest time. The only thing I ran on was passion.
Yes. You know what? And that's what it is, man. And
That's
with the passion, man, and that's like with this, I have that key word right there, passion.
yeah,
And it sounds so cliche, man. But if you would have told me 6 years ago that I'd be doing this, it'd be like bullshit, man. Ain't no way. For one, I don't talk to people. I get stage fright. I get
yeah,
anxiety and all that. Now, this is my passion. Sitting in front of that camera with this mic, talking to people, talking to you, and feeling this comfortable doing it. I've had people say, "Man, how long you been doing this?" I just started, man. They're
just
like,
started,
they
baby.
didn't believe it,
Better get
but it
off the
just feels so fucking natural. It's like,
way.
you know what? That's what I said. It's either get on or get the fuck out of my way. Because I
Man.
am not
That's right.
stopping. I am
Uh,
not stopping. And you want to make fun of me? Do that. Make fun of me because I remember Brad McLeod, Dan and Don from Hard Knocks. That when I first, they were the first two to
yeah,
give me a chance, and I always talk about people who have helped me. And it's just like, and they said, be careful because you're going to meet a lot of cutthroat people in this industry who once, just like you, man, you start
yeah.
making it, you start getting a name and a following, then all of a sudden they're going to want to like jump on. And I'll be the first. I'll never forget the people who've helped me. Never, ever,
Never,
ever.
never.
But the same thing is, don't call me a punk if
Yeah.
you don't back stuff up, just like you said, man. And
I get
me
I,
and
I
you are
get people
proof.
I get people that tell me I've changed, I'm different. And I'm like, all I asked for some music links. That's all I asked for. How
Yeah,
did I change? How did I change, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you change just in conversation. You do music your entire life. You do music. You can't live without it, but you have no music links. That's a change of tune. That's a change of tune, right? You know
I'm
what I'm
telling you,
saying?
man.
Just in this conversation alone, like, I get in such, like, I have a bad habit of wanting to help everybody. I got a bad habit of feeling bad and trying to fix everything. That's
Oh
my bad
man,
habit. And it's not good. It's toxic to myself because then I feel like a piece of crap for not doing it or following through. Or I really put myself out there. There's times I'm on fumes or have no resources to give, per se. And I do it anyways. And it really puts me in like a grumpy mood. It puts me in, it's not good for my mental health. I'm doing all these things because my gut is telling me no, but my mind is trying to help everybody, right? And so that's why it's like I try to, like, call it whatever you want. I call it a vetting process. Like, follow through on these things. Let me hear it. Send me an open verse. I'll hop on it. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Keep working on music 6 months, 12 months. There's a chance you can get on a show. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got MJ and Apollo hopping on, like, and giving them the prime spotlight because I like to give back. You know how many times that, like, I give so much, bro. I give, like,
Oh
I
man.
don't even got to be on this talking about how much I give.
Well,
You know
no,
what
that's
I'm
just the
saying?
thing because we see it.
Uh,
It's shown in your actions, not in your
uh,
words. We see it every day. We see it on all your posts. We see it at your shows. We see it from the comments
yeah,
from your fans. I mean, that's you. And that's the
that's
same
I
thing
love
that
it. It
what we
makes me
want.
it makes me feel happy to
That's
give.
the same thing. What
It
makes me
does,
happy
bro.
is
There you
when
go. Yep.
when I get these comments and it's
Yeah,
like you've helped change our lives. It's like that's what I want. This is what I'm going for. And
this
they're
is
like,
why
you're
we
just
do it.
doing shit. You want followers. I go, screw that, man. You know what I want? I want Skyler. I want Jared. I want all these people who are real, who are going to come on board. And they're like, oh, we want to come on your show and all this. Okay, what are we
Yeah,
gonna what are you gonna bring
yeah.
to the show? Well, you don't want to just be on the show just because now you're starting to get a name and now you want to tag along or something. It's like you just said, I'll be here to help you 100%,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna do it for you.
I
No
need
one
to know
did it
you
for
doing
me.
this behind closed doors.
Oh
Right? And
man,
you don't
but
need to tell me, like, it will show because whatever you do in the dark
Mhm.
comes to the light every
Mhm.
single time, right?
yeah. Oh
And so
man, you just
that's what I
nailed it.
tell people. Like, if all you bring is effort and passion to the table, like, that's enough. But let me see that effort and passion. What's that look like? What's
Yeah.
That's
that
it.
look like? You know what I'm saying?
And Skylar, that's it, brother. Because I've had so many people tell me what they're gonna do, and you know what? That was me for 50 some years. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
this next week, and I never did it, and I just
Uh,
bullshit my way through until now.
uh,
Until now, until I put
absolutely. And
these on and I
Yeah,
grabbed this
yeah.
yeah.
sucker, and now it's showtime.
It's showtime, baby. And
And
speaking of showtime, I think I'm looking at the time.
Yeah, we
You
gotta
know,
yeah,
wrap this
I
up.
don't care about the time, but I know you got another life to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
yeah, we
will
gotta.
gracefully bow out of this. Throw me in the green room, end the show. Let's chat for like 60 seconds and I'll let you go. All right.
You got it, brother, man. I love you, man. You know it. I mean, we're family, and
Are we going back to Tuesdays?
you want to?
That's originally what we agreed on. I don't care. I
I
think,
don't
let me check
remember.
my schedule. I will look. I will look.
Check your
Go ahead and end
schedule.
the show,
We'll
Manny.
check. I'll talk to you in a second.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, brother. Well, there you have it, man. What a great freaking show, man. Skylar Ray,
Such good energy.
you talk about class
Hmm.
and just a downright good person. I mean, music aside, anything else aside, story aside, addiction aside, Skylar Ray, the person, I tell you what, I am so honored
Hmm.
to have him as more than a friend. Like I said, for me, family's everything. Skylar's my brother, and I'll go to bat to him. And I got his back no matter what. So to my brother Skylar Ray, I love you. Kayla, love you, man. To all of you popped on, thank you so much for your support, and love you guys. Because without you, man, we don't go anywhere. But the
Hmm.
thing is, we're not going to ever stop trying. So you guys have a great night and keep an eye out for upcoming shows and more information with our new member of the family, Matt Cronin and all that. And we will talk to you soon. So, thing.
Good night.
All right. And we will be chit chatting. So tell them, man, love you guys. Keep fighting a good fight.